this Turtle Beach headset, and like, holy crap, like, yeah, like I used to think he kind of had like a frog kind of voice, you know, like a little, like he's kind of pinching his nose a little bit, like, but I think it was just the mic, because he came through. It was like kind of a DJ kind of golden radio voice. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the old headset was just that bad, but I was like, man, gotta give me one of them headsets.
Yeah, that's cool. All right,
Crash. I did the second character sheet.
A second character sheet. Oh, just in case.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Toothless is ready, but
I had so much faith in you, Toothless, that I didn't make you a character sheet.
I appreciate it. I have like a full character
There is
sheet.
actually a macro that you guys can use to make character sheets. I don't like to make it a big deal because I feel like that's going to frighten people. But basically, if you go to your macros tab, there's something called create a character. And if you just hit the little D20 next to it, it'll just make you a character sheet. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to destroy shit and do cool things.
Sure.
Yeah.
I believe it. So, I'm not even worried.
Gas at you, bubblegum.
Yeah.
A lot of bubblegum.
It was a fun like excuse to make it like a totally different character.
All right. So I don't think we need a recap. It's only been 2 weeks since we played, and we all had to get through Christmas and New Year's. But we'll recap anyways real quick. Yeah, so you guys had uneventful 4 days of sailing. You arrived at the ship late at night, slight rain settling in the area. And yeah, you guys tackled that ship hard. There were some weird mushroom creatures. There's a mysterious statue bust that needs to be collected. The party started to sort of split up and try to check different parts of the ship. That sort of spawned a lot of encounters all at once. There's basically a combat that's taking place outside the ship and then on all 3 levels of the ship. Due to the condition of the ship, monsters and characters, I suppose, are able to just kind of go up and down through the floor/ceiling, maybe even punch their way through walls if necessary. The ship is in extremely bad shape. There was a couple of times last time we played that it was nearly capsized and sunk due to some heavy-duty weight shifting around. But now you guys have discovered a strange tabaxi druid in the bottom of the ship. The bottom of the ship is full of fungal creatures, and this druid who has now transformed himself into a fungal creature. Toothless has been paralyzed by a tabaxi ghoul and is surrounded by foes. Gosh, that's a stressful place to leave off at. All right, so that is where we left off, and we will continue right in the middle of combat. So let's see. Got some spook music, but we need some exciting combat-y music. So let's see what we could do about that.
Yeah, I've had 2 bad dreams over the last 2 weeks about this. It's horrible.
Aww.
I know. I'll survive, maybe.
See, I try to be a player on a regular basis so I could remember like the terror and all that, so that it makes me have a gentler heart, like that kind of thing. But I don't know.
Yeah.
These West Marches, I don't think they're helping too much because I'm not too attached to either of my characters. So I could just die for all I care. Oh, that's terrible to say. All right, so let me see. Whew.
Yeah, I keep seeing all this stuff on like the subreddit for D&D, and like I want to make like new characters like all the time.
Well, West Marches is really the best place to do that because it's very MMO.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just play whichever character you want, have like a whole stable of characters. You just got to be like a cool guy and not have your characters help each other out, you know? Like, oh, I found this sword for my other character, like crap like that. But yeah, it's a fun way to get in some D&D, try out builds, that kind of thing. So, my Groovy Bot is just super loud. Oh, I like this music, even though I must have fought this guy 200 times. Oh well, that's Monster Hunter life. All right, let's get in here and do this thing. All right, we left off, I think, at the top of the round. Yes. And Toothless, you were still paralyzed, so you're going to miss your turn at the end of your turn. You do get to attempt a new saving throw to free yourself from the paralyzation.
I will surprisingly try that.
Okay.
Is it wisdom? Int?
Sorry, it is Constitution.
All right. Okay.
That is enough.
Oh.
Yeah. The ghast's paralytic magic sort of fades, and you are no longer paralyzed, but you have lost your turn.
Would he still get the health from Boris?
She can trigger that. Let's see.
Because it's on top of him, right?
I think if he starts his turn,
because he started his turn it. So yeah. So let's see. Healing spirits. Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see this for the first time, you can use it to restore. All right, cool. It is wild though that in an effort to make Rangers better, they didn't make it require like a reaction to activate or something. But whatever. It's such a good spell. All right, so you recover. Here you go. 6 health. There you go.
Excellent. Thanks, Boris.
All right. So that brings us to this fungal ape. You are no longer paralyzed, but you are there. So I think he's gonna keep beating on you. So here we go. It's gonna make 2 fist attacks against Toothless. These are no longer at advantage since you are not paralyzed, and they don't automatically critical hit either, which is nice. So here we go. 1 and a 2. I don't think either of those hits.
Miss.
All right. It will maintain its position. Yeah, it'll maintain its position. Skull, you're up on the second deck. What are you gonna do? Middle deck?
there is
Mid deck.
yeah,
Sure.
there is a big hole that the big guy jumped out of before, right? To get from the bottom to the upper. Where is that hole?
So there was. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. No, I'm not overtired. So there's a hole here where that guy came out of, and then literally just like this hole right here.
Sorry.
I mean, you could even go in that hole right there if you want to. Are you seeing any of this? Am I on the right layer?
No, I got it. Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
I think I'm grappling, and there's still a guy over here.
Mm-hmm.
No one else is on this level with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's your vision situation? Do you recall? Somebody just cast dark vision on you, or
no one cast dark vision on me? But the sphere started setting things on fire, and I dropped my torch kind of over here.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
I was being grappled by the dude. The probably dim light at best. I don't know. How far is this guy from me? Close enough. Yeah, I think I better take care of this guy first. I could drop down and be a cool guy and drop down on top of one of those other dudes down there.
Okay, 6-second combat rounds.
I'll
You've had
go
2 weeks. What are you gonna do?
Now I'll go over and attack this one.
All right. Go ahead and give me some attack rolls, or whatever it is we'll be doing. All right. Let's see. Both of those are gonna hit.
And then,
So having not taken any damage yet. This one takes 19 points of damage and is bloodied.
And you know what? I'm going to use a menacing attack as well.
Okay.
I don't know if they can be frightened, but I'm going to try it. So that'll add 7 damage, and he has to make a wisdom save. 16.
All right, it fails. It is frightened of you.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Are you attacking the one right in front of me? Because I can't see you.
I'm on the
Stairwell.
second level. I think everyone went down.
Okay. Okay.
All right, anything else from Skull?
That's it.
All right, Thogrum. You're up.
Can I use my bonus action to move spiritual weapon? I can't see it because I'm not on the second floor anymore. But
Yeah, 20 feet.
yeah, it should
Sure.
be right behind me. Can I move it to if it will get in range of in front of me and attack the dude in front of me or no?
Let's find out. Let's see, it's got to go down the stairs, and then let's see. Yeah, the guy right in front of you, no problem.
Yeah. All right, then I'll attack him with spiritual weapon.
Okay. That's gonna hit. All right, takes 4 points of force damage. It has already been bloodied, but that does not take it out. All right, you still have your action.
And then I'm going to use my action to smash him in lay face.
Okay.
Hopefully. I'll do it.
Yeah, 23 hits. 7 more damage is just what you... What's the D10 here?
I don't know. That's coming straight from the thing, so I don't...
Okay. That did that to somebody earlier today.
It should just
Okay,
be...
so 6 points of damage then.
Yeah, it should just be 6, yeah.
He's still going. All right. Anything else from Thogrum?
Nope, because I think I'm stuck here.
All right. That brings us to whatever this squid thing is. All right. It is going to swim up the rest of the way, and that will be its turn. So as it does, it gets bigger because, it's closer. Objects in mirror, closer than they appear,
Oh,
that
that's a
kind of
lot
thing.
bigger.
There we go. And then, yeah, so I guess Spencer and Pharaoh, you're the only two that are upstairs. You see arms begin to rise up out of the water.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Alright. They're not doing anything yet, but they are coming out of the water. There we go. That looks nice. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Good stuff. So that brings us to Pharaoh's. Your turn.
All right. So, can I see the other boat from here?
Can you see the other boat? I think we established that you wanted to keep the boat, within 300 feet of this boat? Yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they're there, but you can see a lot of activity. Well, I guess you really can't because it's so dim out here. I guess you could just, give me a perception check. That's the best way to solve this.
All right.
So you can see the ship, and you can see the silhouettes of crew rushing about. You're not sure what they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to infer what they're doing. Or not, just ignore it and live your life.
All right. So last time Spencer couldn't grab onto the rope because he's a whale, or he's an orca whale. So I'll try to rappel down the rope towards the smaller boat, like down here.
You taking the statue with you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So because the ship is kind of being lifted up a little bit here, and it's a very stressful situation. Go ahead and give me either an acrobatics or athletics check, because when you're under pressure, like when 800-foot long octopus shows up, like things get a little more stressful. So, oof. All right, so you go to grab hold of the rope. As you do, the wood that you're standing on, rotten as it is, gives way, and you just plunge into the water.
Oh no.
Okay. No big. So you're down. You see the creature's great big eye turn to look at you.
Okay, all right. Is it saying words? saying.
In your mind, you hear, "Well, hello there."
I try to sound like a he's coughing up like, oh, hello? Like he's like panting towards the wide surface of the water. Can I help you?
There is a chuckle in your mind, and it says, "You've already helped so much by bringing me more ships for my collection."
Oh shit.
Well, can you let my compatriots out of the ship first before you take it with you?
There's just loud, booming, evil laughter in your mind. In fact, down below, you feel the ship suddenly lurch, kind of lift and lurch, like when you're in an elevator and it malfunctions, like that kind of bad feels. And you hear in each of your minds this deep, unnatural sort of chuckling laugh.
Hey, well, I have another ship for you to take if you let my friends out.
Now, the bright side is his melee reach is huge, so you ain't gonna provoke opportunity if you swim up to the boat. But
okay,
yeah.
All right, I'll swim up to Spencer's.
But you're already there. You could just stab him in the face. I mean, I respect your player agency.
I just don't want to get slapped by a giant tentacle.
I mean, you do you know.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen, kid?
A lot.
Yeah. Yep.
He's laid down a lot of backstory in chat, so I think it'd be very sad for him to lose his sweet baby at this point. But
how many creatures ever die in like tentacle porn, like hentai? Come on.
Right,
that's true.
I'll swim to Spencer's boat with the statue. I'll be like, it's like, well, nice talking to you, Squiddo.
All right.
I have is there anything I could glean about this thing, like as far as like recognizing it, or like I'm assuming it's just a giant squid.
Not this round. Not this round. Yeah, like you've exhausted everything you have at this point. In your pseudo 6 seconds.
Okay.
All right, so you kind of flop up into the boat. All right, down below we've got angry kitties. All right, angry kitties. They're just gonna mob tactics this thing. I think they're just gonna keep beating on Toothless. So 2 attacks for Toothless. No, 1 attack for Toothless. All right, here we go. They're gonna use claws again. 17 for 12.
Misses.
Oof. Wow. All right. That's a great armor class for a druid. Okay. That brings us to Fungal Ape. Fungal Ape. It's barely hanging on. Yeah, Thogrum, you're giving it the most damage, so it's just going to beat on you. Here we go. All right, a 22 for 9.
22 hits, yeah.
All right. And it will just maintain its position as it just furiously Donkey Kong, like just conga beats on your shield and armor trying to get at you. Also, Thogrum, you have to give me a...
not 9, actually. 6.
Oh yeah, because heavy armor master. You do need to give me a dexterity save for ending your turn on the flaming sphere.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay, so you would definitely take the full damage from the flaming sphere, which is 2d6. 8 fire damage, which I think is a forge cleric. Do you have resistance to that yet?
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
4. Yeah.
Okay. So like a total of 10 damage. Not too bad.
So wait, so it's 8 damage. Oh yeah.
Right? You minus 3.
Yep.
So it'd be 6 and then 4, so 10 damage total.
Yep.
Okay. And then the fungal ape, who don't know no better, is going to be killed because it only had 1 hit point left. So it tries to make its dex save, and it is burnt up. All right. Dude killing his own guys. Man, it's nothing sacred. All right. That brings us to this big thing up here. No, this kitty cat right here. Yeah. Okay. It will. Yeah. Okay. It'll attack Toothless as well. Here we go. 19 for 7.
Will hit.
All right. So give me a Constitution saving throw.
1 sec.
Oof. You just make it and are not paralyzed.
Phew.
All right. Let's see. This one right here has been killed. Spencer. Spencer is letting out panicked honks in the boat. Illyria hears these panicked honks and screams out for Spencer. It's like literally right through the wall here. Is where Spencer is. So those of you who are downstairs. It's very sad. She presses her hand to the hull of the ship and you can hear the honking intensify. He grabs one of the oars in his mouth and tries to row, but he can't because he's a whale hound. He's in a panic. He looks to you, Pharos, for guidance, and he takes the dodge action.
I nod in approval.
All right. That brings us to Tari.
I bite my thumb at I think probably this guy and that one, and then is this the big bad druid?
Yeah, that's the big bad druid.
Okay, on those 3 then.
Okay. Who I'm gonna move his mini back here so I can get to his character sheet easier. But he's down here. I'll just move him outside the ship. There we go. All right. So those 3 have to make saves.
Yes.
All right. Let's see what we got. All right. We got to do. These are. Help me one more time. Charisma. Gotcha. Let's see. This is for the boss. He fails. And this is for the 2 ghasts. All 3 fail.
All right. And then can I see? I can't feel what's behind me over here. There's just a wedge of blackness.
Let's see.
So
Yeah. So this right here is the mast. This right here is the stairwell, and this right here is just basically cargo, rotten cargo that's been sort of piled floor to ceiling.
Okay, but there's I can't. Presumably, if I move, I'll trigger an attack of opportunity from Homeboy.
No, that guy burnt up. He is dead.
Oh, okay, excellent. I will say, Telegram, are you gonna try to locate the object, or should we get the fuck out? And if he can answer me, great, and if not, I will sort of like move back in preparation for perhaps potentially helping him with that.
Okay.
Can I answer?
Yeah, totally. I'm not a stickler for like wait for your turn to answer as long as we keep things moving.
Yeah, just as long as we finish what we got going on down here. It'd be a shame if we died before we could find it.
Yeah.
But
right.
I'm going to, as soon as we kind of like this gets to a safe something that looks like we can deal with.
Okay. All right. Anything else from Tari? That's a pretty full turn.
I'm good.
Okay. And remember, guys, because of the condition of the ship, the water, the flooding, the listing, the fungus, the unstable conditions, all the terrain is difficult terrain. So anybody that's been moving, everybody's moving around, just remember to keep that in mind. All right. That brings us to kitty number 7. Kitty number 7 is up here dealing with this boyo. So Skull, it is going to attack you with its claws. 13 does not hit. Illyria is up. Illyria is going to... I am racing all over this map. But
Same.
Not the craziest map I've had to do. All right, so Illyria is going to... Honestly, I think she's going to go for the yard trash first because they can paralyze. And that's really bad. So she's going to just try to take out this one that's right up in her grill. Does not have disadvantage because crossbow expert. So yeah, here we go. 2 shots. Does she have a hunter's mark going?
She did. It was on the guy that was hitting me upstairs first, so that guy died.
Okay. So she'll bonus action move it, and then she'll take 2 shots. There we go. First shot.
Lydia.
And second shot. Okay, first shot is a hit. Second shot is one of those infamous pebbles.
And then the damage bonus for Hunter's Mark.
Yep, and then Hunter's Mark, she has a macro for. Oof. Okay. And that would be her turn then. Since she used her bonus action to shift the Hunter's Mark over, she does not move the beluga whale. All right. And I think she's going to maintain her position because she doesn't want to get beat in the face by a undead gorilla. Or sorry, a fungal gorilla. And that is her turn. All right, that brings us to this mysterious druidy creature. Also, well, Tari's around a corner. Instead of Tari taking damage, I think the wall itself is going to burst into flames because it's been burning up pretty good for a while here. So let's throw some fire on the map. I feel like it's not a good D&D session if something isn't on fire. So, we'll do a nice bright one. There we go. So Thogrum, the flaming sphere was bad, but you're resistant to fire. But the fact that the stairs are now on fire, not so good. So yeah, it's some backdraft situation going on here. And I'll even go into dynamic lighting and change the way that dynamic lighting's working just so that it makes a little bit more sense. There we go.
I was starting to get a little cold.
Yeah, no chance of that. There we go. So that kind of opens it up a little bit. And I think up top, Skull, you're going to see some of this fire because it's burning up good down there.
That's fantastic.
So,
this is
here you
great
go.
news.
I didn't want you to feel left out.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Yeah.
We're fine.
Just drink your tea. Everything's good. All right. So as a bonus action, he is going to bring his basketball 20 feet, I believe, is the distance he can move it. Let's see. Let me look it up. Unless somebody wants to shout it out for me, that's fine too. Flaming Cheetos. Flaming sphere, there we go. Let's see. On your turn, you can basketball at 30 feet. Okay, that's certainly significant. All right, so he's gonna bounce it down the stairs, and then he's gonna bounce it right through this whale onto his target. Focus and fire. So, Toothless, give me a saving throw, please.
Dex or what?
Dex.
Sorry.
Yep, Dex saving throw.
All right. There you go. Nope.
All right, you take 10 points of fire damage. All right, now in the form of this strange fungal creature, it's going to go ahead and make some attacks here. All right. Let's see. I guess since you are the closest and you are a rival druid, there's certainly some animosity built up there. Yeah. Cat, lizard, druid, fungus, swampies. Yeah, I get it. Rival schools. All right, it's going to make some attacks here. First, it will attack with its claw. And totally flub it. And then it attacks with its other claw.
I'll hit.
Okay.
Is that the one that was? A 4.
Oh yeah. It's got a minus D4. I don't know if that'll help or not, but I'll roll it.
It does
Yeah,
not.
it might not.
Okay, yeah, it brings it down to a 20.
Okay.
All right. So you are now grappled by the creature. And then it's going to bring down its stinger. Here we go. That might get blocked by the Bane. Let's see.
Oh, thank.
Oh.
Wow.
My
That's
God.
pretty clutch.
That was clutch.
All right. With its action, it is going to move back. It can only go half speed and then half speed again. So it's going to move back 5 feet. And it will pull you with it. Kind of slam you up against these barrels with its claw. All right. Toothless, your turn is up. You are restrained.
I think giant constrictor snake is gonna make an appearance.
Oh no, sorry, you're not restrained. You're only grappled. Okay, that's very important. Yeah, but
Yeah, I still think giant snake is gonna.
okay, gonna do. Do you have room for giant
Giant-
snake?
I don't know. Do I?
I think with wild shape, you have to have room to appear. Let's see. I think you should be fine though. But
Yeah, let me know. I will.
okay, I'll just check real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. You get a benefit of the form. Blah blah blah. Transform. I think. Yeah, I think you should be able to do it. I'm just trying to figure out where we'll put you. You know what? Let's just be crazy. You will appear and just smash all these barrels to pieces as you appear because yeah, you are too big for the space, but I think that the size would definitely cause this to happen. The problem here, of course, is that the ship is already listing. You're on that side of the ship. You've got a big boy that's fighting you on that side of the ship. Yeah. So I need everybody else. Well, I guess we'll just have everybody. Go ahead and make dexterity or strength. What we're doing, acrobatics or athletics, to see if you maintain your footing as this kind of pops off. And let me grab a snake.
What was it, a save or a check? Crash?
Giant. What?
Was it a save or a check?
God, I'm trying to remember. I think I made it I think it was saves, actually. Yeah. So dexterity, yeah. So sorry, do strength or dexterity saves. But if you already rolled athletics or acrobatics, that's fine too. I don't really care. All right. So Pharos, you're okay because you're in a boat and everything's fine. You're in a little boat. Yeah. Tari, you did great twice, so fantastic. Thagrum, you're on the stairs, so that's not really a problem. You just kind of slam into the wall, in the stairs and kind of fall prone. Let's see, Skull, you're fine. And let's see, what else am I missing here? The snake is here, so the snake would be right there. As weird as it sounds, you are still going to be restrained. Or not, sorry, I keep saying restrained. You're still going to be grappled when you appear. But
And by whom?
By this thing right here.
Okay, I'm going to try and attack it.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I'm going to try and constrict it. There we go. Oh no, I'm getting errors again, crash.
On this particular, I got an idea. I'm going to delete this snake and I'm going to bring in a fresh one.
Cool.
Because I don't want you to have to deal with all that the whole time. All right, hold on a sec, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, bring in a fresh snake.
Oh, Illyria's the best player. She's messaging me saying that she didn't make a save. She needs to make a save too.
Oh, fair enough.
Look
fair
at that
enough.
honesty.
All right, we'll call this the Toothless Snake. There we go. And we'll put it in Toothless's journal. And then we'll make it controllable by Toothless. And then we'll drag it out. All right, let's see if this...
Thanks for dealing with his...
Oh, no. Sometimes, it's computer stuff. Sometimes things just break. See if the stuff works now.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that definitely worked. So it's grabbing you, and you're grabbing it. You deal 13 points of damage to it, and you hug it out. Druid love.
Hug it out.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, you have no movement, so that would be your turn then.
Yep.
All right. Let me roll real quick for all the remaining dudes to see if anybody else gets knocked down, so I know what to do with their various movements and whatnot. So hold on a sec. Fungal apes. I think I've only got one of these babies left. Let's see. We'll do a strength save. Yeah, he's fine. We'll check these two ghasts. We'll do dex 1 and 2. Oh god, they both failed. So they would have both ended up over here. So now they're up in your business when you appear. They're 2 sizes smaller than you, so it wouldn't really be a space concern. But when you blasted through the barrels, they kind of got buried in that. There's fire over here. It's a hot mess over there. The whole ship is turning on its side, by the way, guys. We've gone completely sideways. We've completely sideways at this point.
I think this thing has been sideways. Let's just...
Yeah, I don't have a map for the sideways, so theater of the mind the hell out of that, I guess. Up top, the last gas that is fighting with Skull does make it save, and the two of you maintain your position, basically holding onto the floor, which is now the wall, as fire burns all around you.
I still have that potion of climb going, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
Lasts an hour.
All right, so that brings us to... the fungal ape's turn. All right, let's see. A big old snake there. That's not fun to fight. It is just going to move over here and beat on this lady, and I will make sure I roll the lady's check real quick. So she would use Dex for sure. Oof, and failed. All right, so she would have slammed into the mast and then fallen prone. So this thing would only have to move a little bit. So it'll, let's see, it'll move over to the stairs. There we go. And start beating you up there. All right, so here we go. 2 punches to the face for party ranger. These are advantage because she is prone. Here we go. 1 and 2. 21 hits. The other one does not. So she takes 5 points of damage. Not too bad. And that is its turn. Skull, you're up.
All right, we're gonna try and finish off this cat up here.
Sure. Uh, 14 is going to hit. 12 damage. We'll finish it off. It lets out one sad, strangled yowl as it falls over dead. For real this time.
All right, and then this staircase is on fire, so I'm gonna try and go down this one.
Oh, they're so cute, though.
They
Oh,
are.
well. All right, so you're going to try to go... Oh, you're going to go down the non-flaming staircase? Got it.
Yeah. I don't have my fireproof cloak yet, so.
All right. You don't make it too far before the staircase is blocked by a big old mushroom monkey.
Okay.
I'll move you down though. Hold on. There you go.
All right, cool. And I still have one more attack. I'll use it on him. Because you can break up your attack,
you can
right?
See it. Yeah, it's just kind of it's just sort of Donkey Kong pounding on the ranger. It turns its ugly face organ towards you as you arrive.
Yeah. Give it one more.
All right. 16 hits for 10. All right. Anything else from Skull?
That's it. I'll kind of brace myself in the stairwell.
All right. Thogrum, in the fire. If you end your turn in the staircase, it's going to be a D10 fire damage at this point. That staircase is blazing up good. So just don't end your turn there and you should be fine.
All right. And it's so I have to use half a movement to get up.
Half movement to stand.
Right. So.
Yep.
What is that? That leaves me with 10 movement.
Yeah, because dwarf. Yeah.
And it takes 10 to move. So, is this space right here? I can just jump off the stairs onto the.
Yeah, totally.
Side here. Because this space and this space are on fire. Right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm just gonna jump down one.
All right. And now that you've moved, I can put the actual fire in the staircase as well. So there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Looks well done here. All right, I'm gonna bonus action move my use my bonus action to attack this guy.
All right.
So
That does not hit.
okay, and then for my action, I will.
Tari and Thogrum, with your dark vision and the light of the huge bonfire, you do see what could only be described as a hideous nest of humanoid bones, mushrooms, and rotten cargo.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Let me use. I'll use my action to. I guess. Damn. I'm gonna light hammer. Can I hit this? See this guy with a light hammer? Actually, I think something right here is blocking. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh yeah. That's the staircase. You know, they're just like this staircase was sort of fenced in. That one's also fenced in.
Okay. Can I see this guy to attack him with?
Sure.
Would Toothless Circle interact with it at all?
Yeah, it's gonna have a +2 to its AC for soft cover, essentially.
Okay, actually, I'll just Sacred Flame it.
Okay. It will do a dexterity save. Here we go. It fails. Takes 8 points of damage.
Okay, and I guess that's my turn.
All right,
With,
and that 8
bonus
points
action.
of damage. It is blood. He uses spiritual weapon for his bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh, he used it. I'm sorry.
All right. That brings us to the octopus. Okay. So. The octopus continues its joyful chortling. And Pharos and Spencer, you guys notice that big old eyeball that was looking at you turns and looks off towards your ship. You feel there is some acknowledgments and some intent there. But it's going to go ahead and start squeezing this ship. So it starts crushing and destroying the ship. As it does, multiple holes are punched in the ship, every which way. It is a disaster. Down below, you guys are all on the bottom now. There is suddenly a hole punched in the wall over here by Tari and Thagrum. Water begins sort of rushing in from the hole that was punched. But in addition to that, an arm comes in. Starts kind of feeling around. If any part of your miniature is interacting with the tentacle, the arm, excuse me, tentacles are different. Go ahead and give me a dexterity or strength save. So this is definitely a friendly fire situation for quote-unquote bad guys, because Octopus is not on their team. So let's see, these gas are going to go 1 and a 2. Okay, they are both knocked prone. Toothless, you are knocked prone. Let's see, the bad guy needs to make his check. Let's see. There we go. He is knocked prone. Man, can we do a clean sweep? Just literally knock everyone on the boat prone? Let's find out. I don't think Illyria will be knocked prone, though. Let's see.
She's still prone, isn't she?
Oh, yeah, she was already prone. You can't be double prone. And then that brings us to this last monkey. Here we go. All right, last monkey not knocked prone. So that's happening. So this is sort of wrapping around, and it's grabbing a hold of the mast, and it looks like it's going to tighten around the mast and start just snapping and breaking everything. Structurally, not in a good place here.
I really wish I could use that old owl patch it.
Yeah. Well, there's so there was a patch to Saltmarsh, and that whole background was deleted. Really sorry about that. So yeah,
Starts fading
you're
away.
Gonna have to take Guild Artisan instead. Sorry about that. All right. I suppose no. In 6 seconds, it's ridiculous. Okay. It doesn't make any fucking sense. That's the problem with homebrew sometimes. So Pharos, you're up.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
Do I feel like this thing has an overwhelming charisma score? Because I'd like to use a suggestion on it.
You can certainly try.
Okay.
I mean, you spoke to it.
All right.
Okay.
So I like to suggest that it at least wait to take down the ship. And if you at least wait a while, me and my friends can lead you to another ship. Because look at the Draw's boat. He's like, it's like at least not occupied by him, isn't it? He has his own crew, and he's on our boat. So I feel like I could lead him to another ship if he at least abstains from seeking this one for now.
Or the bad guy ship.
Or the baggage.
Okay, so I need you to evil genie this shit, because you just had like a conversation over coffee with the creature. I need you to per the spell, right? Give it 1 or 2 sentences of what you're suggesting it does.
If you slow down, I could lead you to another ship. So I'm suggesting it slows. Like you should just slow yourself for a moment.
Okay. We'll try to save. It fails.
Ooh, nice.
All right. So you see the tentacles kind of stop for a bit. All right.
Okay, and that's my turn, I guess. Oh, I
Okay.
try to console Spencer like with some like evil pets.
Yeah. There's a lot of Spencer poop in the boat. There's a lot of Spencer poop in the boat. Whew. Okay. That brings us to let's see. This here kitty cat is still alive. All right. I guess it will use its half its speed to stand up, and then it will use one bit of speed to just, I don't know, move to here. That seems good. And it will just attack. I mean, it's undead. You know, it's whatever. It will attack the snake. And miss. Oh, wait. It will crit because the snake is prone.
Prone. Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, so 12 points of slashing damage. All right. Fungal ape. This one is dead. This little kitty right here. Let's see. Oh, give me a Constitution save real quick, Toothless. As the snake. Since you don't have proficiency bonus to Constitution, you'll just hit the con on the snake and it'll count for it.
Yeah. Ooh, there. 1 sec.
No worries.
All right.
All right, you are paralyzed again. The snake, the kitty that is on you, it will try to bite you. This is with advantage because of many factors. Here we go.
Oh.
Holy shit! That was
18.
almost max damage. Yeah, so it hits you for 18, but it's a crit, so it's got to roll 2d8 extra dice.
Yeah. 30.
All right, so 29 points of damage.
All right.
And that will be its turn. Oh, and it will stand up from prone beforehand, which I already said. All right, so Spencer. Spencer is going to keep dodging and keep honking. Skull, you hear Spencer honking from, well, at this point, this would be the ceiling.
That's
Yeah,
the
so
floor
you
now.
hear Spencer. All right, so Thogrum, you hear Spencer honking from this side of the wall boat. I don't know. It's
This
getting
is
weird.
amazing.
Tari, you're up. I
Togrum
almost think that you and Thogrum are probably standing on the tentacle at this point because the wall is the floor situation because the boat's sideways. So all this garbage over here would have probably spilled into a pile down here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Take it away.
Togrum, if we're gonna find that fucking chest, I feel like now is our only chance. And I will, I guess, take the dodge action, stay like kind of within, like near enough. For some reason, I can't move my menu. There we go. Near enough to the hole to be able to get out of it. But like look in the pile of just.
No.
Just
This hole right here is firmly plugged with
Okay.
an arm right now. So the arm would have to retract for there to be room for guys to get out.
Right.
That being said, there are plenty of other holes in the walls from the ship being destroyed. An acrobatics check or an athletics check could be used to either squeeze out or smash out through a wall.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like look in the shifted pile of rubble. I'm just looking for anything that looks
Okay.
vaguely
It will be an actual search action to search it. Do you want to take a dodge or do you want to use a search action?
I was gonna say that's probably a better idea.
Search.
Look for it. While we
Okay, you're
clean
gonna
this
do a
up.
search action. So go ahead and give me perception or investigation.
I persuade the pile. No.
No.
Marco.
Perception or investigation.
Okay. Hold on just a sec. I'm like trying to get to that part on D&D Beyond, but D&D Beyond was having some weird service issues earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't log in at all.
Might be doing it again. Let's see. Maybe? No? Okay, cool. It's grinding along. Nice. All right, so let's see. You're in this section right here. Trying to see if this is actually where the box is.
Would observant and Toothless have seen anything or no?
I'll get to you in a sec.
Sure.
Let's see. Okay. So, as you are looking around, a 15 is really good. You see that there are several crates that are smashed open. The contents are like ruined fabrics. There's gemstones floating around in the water. There's all sorts of like different wealth and like treasure basically floating around. There is one box. It isn't metal. It's actually wood. And it is labeled bananas in Shondathan. and it has bananas painted on the box. There's something about that box that seems a little weird.
Bananas.
Yeah, it says bananas on it. It's like a produce crate, and it's nailed shut. But yeah, it seems to have weathered the storm a lot better than everything else during all these smashings and attacks and whatnot. But you do not, yeah. But with a 15, you don't see like a metal lockbox or anything like that. Just treasure, like gems and stuff, like gold chalices, treasure like you'd steal from the Aztecs. But you don't see the metal box.
All right. Well, I used 20 feet of movement to get over to here, so I don't. Where do I see it?
Oh, right. You see it. Let's see. Do I have a banana? That'd be better than a crate. Oh, yeah. We'll just use this here banana to represent it. It's right there.
Right. I'll.
Remember, all terrain is difficult terrain down here. Or the whole friggin' ship is difficult terrain.
Right.
So I think unless you want
I'm
to
in the water now, so what's that?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You have used your action. You have a little bit of move left, and I think you still have your bonus action. So
I was just gonna use, like, am I swimming or just in the water?
I mean, it's a few like feet of water that have come in so far. So I mean, if you want to, I don't know, like army crawl through the water to go a little bit faster, you can.
I'll just move a little closer to it.
Sure. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Anything with your bonus action, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. That brings us to Illyria, who can finally stand up. So she'll use half her movement to stand up from prone. Let's see. She had shifted her.
Oh, sorry. And I shout like, there's something about this. There's something about this crate. Actually, I just shout it.
Okay.
I'm done with my turn.
Sure. Let's see. She will stand. She can use her bonus action to move this thing now. I think Toothless is looking beat up again. Is anyone else looking visually more beat up than the snake that just took a 29 damage critical hit? No? Okay.
No.
So, yeah, so she will send the beluga over there to do that. And since this is a first time on the turn, we could just do the healing now, I guess. Oh no, he has to enter it or start his turn. Okay, so it'll happen on his turn. Got it. And then she will take 2 shots at the one that she had marked, which I believe was this southern one. All right, here we go. And a crossbow. Yeah, that's gonna hit, and with Hunter's Mark, that's gonna kill it. It's gonna kill it real good. She doesn't have Hunter's a bonus action to move the Hunter's Mark, so she will attack the northern ghast. So one more shot. 12. 12 does not hit. And then I think she will use some of her movement, since there's nothing engaged with her, to move to here. All right, cool. Oh no, because she stood up, so she really only has about... Yeah, okay. That brings us to Rival Druid. Rival Druid is hexed. No, not hexed. Baned, and he is knocked down, so he'll use half his movement to stand up. And then he will... Oh man, what will he do? I guess he'll just keep attacking this thing that he's gripping with his nasty claws. So here we go.
Would Toothless still be able to maintain the restrain? Because he did attack it, even though he's paralyzed, or no? Because he had restrained this guy before.
Yeah, let's see. Can paralyzed...
Also, if he's grappled, he can't get up.
Yeah, hold on. All of these things are true. Resident Rule Slayer. Hold on. Let's be sure. Maintain grapple. Can you maintain a grapple if you're no longer capable of... Rules require a free hand to grapple. Okay. The way I see it... okay. Okay. Okay, that doesn't help at all. Let's see. Man, a lot of weird stuff coming up tonight. I'm going to say, rules-wise, it doesn't say anything about being paralyzed breaking it. So I would assume that you're just gripping even harder. You know, like when a snake bites you and you kill the snake, like it's still gripping you with its jaws, like IRL. Like, I don't see why that wouldn't happen. So the two of you floundering about on the ground, it will just attack from the ground, I guess. So here we go. It'll do one claw attack at disadvantage. So 13 does not hit. And then it will try to sting you, also at disadvantage. 15 doesn't hit either, or... Yeah, after a Bane, it certainly won't. So that is its turn. Toothless. Paralyzed, go ahead and give me a Constitution save to break free.
On it.
Hey,
What's up?
Aw.
Crash. Illyria Ness was telling me that she has roving, I guess, is that new druid thing. So she has a climb speed and a walking speed.
Oh, okay.
I guess
So she could move further in. Gotcha.
Yeah, so she was saying you said last time that she wouldn't have disadvantage on like the uneven terrain and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'll move her further in. Cool. All right. So yeah, you are still paralyzed, giant snake. And prone. Gotcha. All right. That brings us to Fungal Ape. Fungal Ape's going to just try to pound on Skull. There we go. Wow.
Cool. Okay. Yep.
Good for you. So 11 points of damage total. All right. Skull, your turn.
Oh boy.
I see a shield on you, Skull. You weren't dodging. Right?
That was from
okay.
a while ago.
Just
Sorry.
Left over. Got it. No worries. Okay.
I'll just attack him back. I don't.
Okay. Yeah, both of those are going to hit. As the second one hits it, it starts to inflate horribly. Its cells rupturing, and it explodes in seawater everywhere.
Toothless should have been healed by Boris, right, as well?
Oh, on Toothless's turn, correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just trying to like...
Oh, no worries. So Toothless, 1 HP from Beluga Whale. And that would... Skull, you still have your movement?
Yeah, can I, like,
Given the sideways action, climb speed would allow you to move at your climb speed if you want.
Yeah, can I like Spider-Man around this?
Sure.
And try and get towards Illyria, or I guess. Can't. Oh, if I run in, is it the first time on a turn? So if I run into Boris now, I could get some healing.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to do that. Then I'll come over and help him out.
Okay.
D6, and then I'll roll it. 4, cool. And no bonus action. That's my turn. Excuse me.
Can you move any farther?
If he's letting me move at my full speed, I got 35. But now I'm technically, you know, in the 3D environment. I'm next to this guy now, so if I moved again, it'd be opportunity.
All right. The wall right around here is on fire, which is the ceiling normally. Just so you guys know. So it's spreading pretty bad on the floor above you. And I guess this has sat here long enough that it would also be burning up this area as well. Okay. Thogrum.
This is fine.
Yep.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
It's fine.
5, 10, 15, 20. I get stuck there, huh? I don't want to squeeze with skull, so I will. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna attack Sacred Flame, the big guy over here.
Okay. Let's see. Oof, that's going to be pretty bad for him. Let me check something real quick.
Oh yeah, because he's prone, isn't he?
He's prone, he's restrained. I gotta check all that stuff. Let's see. Yep, disadvantage to his dex saves. Alright. He takes the damage, and quite a bit of damage it is.
And then I'm gonna bonus action do a spiritual weapon. Let's see. Where the fuck is it? Right here.
I have it. It's right here. I'll move it. I got it.
Yeah.
5, 10, and then I'll move it over to him to attack.
Okay.
Because it's a melee attack, so I should have advantage.
It'll attack with advantage. Yep. Oh yeah, that's a hit. All right, 5 more damage.
We might need that thing to bust a hole through a wall to get us out of here.
I guess I'm just gonna sit right here. Comma? Yeah. I'll sit right here, I guess.
All right. The octopus is taking it slow. Just very gently. It's kind of moving its arms, cradling the ship. Just taking it slow, man. No big deal. All right. That would bring us to Pharaohs.
So, from what I could see, can I see anyone from like the hull of the ship? Like if people's like magic spells are going off like inside the ship, or
Yeah, so the ship is towed sideways at this point. So
Right.
yeah, so looking at the bottom of the ship, you do see that one of the arms has punctured its way through. There's flickering flames of fire kind of coming from inside. I suppose, yeah. I mean, as you look, you'd occasionally catch like a glance, you know, like you're like looking through a fence almost, to see people.
okay. Can I would like to like blast like a hole in the wall with like Eldritch Blast to see if like I could like get to anybody.
Sure. All right. Give me 2 Eldritch Blast attacks.
Okay.
All right. What'd you get? Let's see. The first one is a solid hit, but the damage like the ship has like a damage threshold. The second one though hits, and it does punch a hole in the side. Tari and Illyria, a blast kind of rockets through here and hits the burning, flaming ceiling, which is now a wall, and punches a hole in that as well. So there's now a big old hole punched in the side of the ship, which used to be the bottom of the ship. All right.
All right, that's my turn. Oh, I call out and be like, hey, this way.
Whew. Okay. And you hear honking as well, familiar honking. So Pharos and your boy Spencer both coming through for you, making an emergency exit hole, which is good because even more water is kind of sloshing in around this thing's arm, just kind of filling up more and more of the ship. So
See all this going on.
That's Pharaoh's right there. That's him, like looking through.
Oh, very nice. It looks exactly like him. We ever play draw it 2 in Discord, I know whose team I want to be on. All right, so this one is dead. This one is alive. It lets out frustrated yowls, and it's going to bring them hungry mouth down on delicious snake, because it's all about eating flesh. So here we go. And this flesh tastes like swampy Feywild. 23 for 9.
That'll hit.
All right. And it's a crit because you're still jacked up. So here we go.
I really applaud their dedication.
Yeah.
Everything that's going on.
Well, they're undead.
Yeah, they're gassed. I mean, gassed are like the epitome of like hunger motivates me above any other, above
All right.
reason. Yeah.
Snake is gone.
Oh shit. Okay. You reappear, still grasped in this guy's hands. I'm gonna have to say that I don't think you're restraining him anymore.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You're putting in a good effort as you are wrapped around the pincer that is wrapped around you, but the size difference but you're still like gripping him hard in your paralysis. All right. So that is that. I think it will maintain its position because there's a delicious skull right there as well. Its mouth full of what is now fading into nature spirits. That's a big disappointment because it really wanted to eat. Yeah, it really thought it finally had something delicious to eat. Up top, Spencer. He's honking. He starts shaking his butt like he's gonna headbutt his way through the side of the ship, or the hull. Do you stop him, Pharos, or do you just let him
Stop
all right.
him. How? Wait, I'm sorry.
I mean, if you're the only non-animal there, so I mean, he's well trained, but you can tell that he's getting ready. Shake his little booty. He's gonna just headbutt his way through the hull to try to get to Illyria.
Oh, I'm not gonna deny him the opportunity.
Okay.
To reunite with his owner. That causes him a lot of stress.
Fair enough. All right, here we go. Athletics check, or we'll just have him charge the ball. I think I'll have a better chance with athletics. Here we go. But he is still janked up from the poison, yeah? Oh, I should have been making saves to get over that poison. Hold on. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, he'd be fine at this point. All right, so here we go. He's going to try to smash his way through the wall. Oof. Yeah, so he jumps. He tries to, like, smash through, and you guys, something adorable, I guess, happens. You've all read Winnie the Pooh. So there's sort of a Winnie the Pooh situation where there's a Spencer butt on one side of the wall, and there's a Spencer head and blowhole on the other side of the wall. So instead of this well-drawn Dragonborn, there's a Spencer head poking through. And he comes through right next to Illyria. He lets out a happy honk and starts licking her face. He looks around excitedly. Mission success. Tari, you're up.
I'm going to grab the box.
Okay, it is insanely heavy.
And I'm going to say, "Oh, this is insanely heavy." What? And then I will.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hold on a sec. I gotta. Just want to make sure you have all the information you need. Oh my god. Yeah. If you didn't know any better, you would say that box weighs over 400 pounds. Those are some heavy ass bananas.
Skull, girl, get the fuck over here.
Yeah, I don't think
trying to
Tari
kill
has,
this kid!
I don't think Tari has any chance of lifting this box.
I will.
Do you still have any more of your special movement thing?
Well, I'm gonna, I think, use that to give Toothless inspiration
Okay.
to escape the
see.
paralyzed condition. So
That's
we can
actually better, yeah,
TFO.
for sure.
Okay. Smart move.
Sorry,
All right.
so what was that?
I gave you Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
All right. And then?
Can you like inspect it? Like maybe you can use your action to inspect it, or I don't know if that would render any more.
Yeah, does that work, Crash?
So yeah, you didn't use an action yet, right? Because you just tried to pick it up as an item interaction and realized it was way too freaking heavy.
Right.
Yeah, if you want to use investigation on it, you certainly can. You use your perception to find it, but if you want to try to figure out more about it, you can.
You could also insult these cats over here. No.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, so you take everything you have and you kind of push it and then kind of pull it, and you hear sort of the clinking, just the faint clinking of metal inside and the shifting of something inside. So there's a box inside this box. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just shout like there's a box inside of this box.
Yeah, you are confident that
I think we found it, but it's way too fucking heavy
with
for
a
me.
nat 20. Yeah, with a nat 20, you're confident that you found it, but holy shit, is it heavy. In fact, it is so heavy that the floor/wall where it is resting is starting to sort of splinter and give way. If this thing falls, it will sink real fast.
Yeah, so if you say, Skull, get over here, that'll come over.
I say all of that.
All right.
Okay, literally, yeah.
Okay. Illyria, she says, I don't think I can lift 400 pounds, but I can help if you think that would be best.
Well, metagame,
Maybe
I'd like her to kill this cat so I can move away from it.
Well, just say, kill this fucking cat. I mean,
Kill
you
this
guys are in the
fucking
middle of
cat.
combat. Yeah, you have to communicate with each other.
Kill this cat,
so
I'll get Toothless, we'll get out of here.
All right, fair enough. She will bonus action, move this thing over to Toothless to keep him safe, and then take 2 shots. No, you wanted to kill it, so she'll leave that there. She'll move Hunter's Mark to this one. She'll take 2 shots on it. There we go. 1 and a 2. That'll do it. Once let's see, bop and bop. Oh yeah, overkill.
She just texted me. No, have me kill, and then all caps kill.
Oh, okay.
Just a wee bit bloodthirsty.
Anyone who's wondering how she's doing all this if she's fixing computers has never had to fix computers before, because like running like diagnostics and updates and all that, it's a whole lot of sitting around waiting for shit. So yeah, I'm glad she has something to occupy her. She kills it. 1, 2, bam, bam. Arrow in each eye. It falls over dead. Whew. Okay. And then she's going to use her movement to, let's see. Man, it's getting crazy. I mean, I guess it was already crazy, but it's getting a little bit crazier. She's going to ranger move over, and she's going to item interact, wrap her arms around the box, because maybe if it sinks, her armor will buoyant it a little bit.
Attach the armor to the thing.
Yeah, she just rips her clothes off, starts dressing the banana crate up. No, there's not enough action economy for that. All right, so over here, this guy, he's going to stand up, question mark. All right, and man, Toothless, he's had it in for you this whole fight. It was already established last session that his eyes burned with a madness that seemed beyond reason, insanity, etc., etc., etc. Whatever hideous fungal creature he has become, he's going to just keep beating on you. So here we go. First claw. But beats, yeah, and he's baned. And then sting. Here we go. Miss. All right. And then I think he's going to move just a little bit further back and just kind of pull you along with him. All right. Oof. Could you imagine that sting hitting and getting a critical? Oh my god. That'd be amazing. I mean, amazingly bad. That'd be terrible. What am I saying? Toothless, please go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw as Toothless.
Toothless.
You need a 10, you have Bardic Inspiration.
Sorry. There we go.
And there's no more gas to re-paralyze you. So once you get this save, you're good. Oof. All right. What is your... I don't want to be too personal, but how big is your Bardic Inspiration, Tari? It's a D8. Do you want to chance it, or do you... I mean, being paralyzed blows. Oof.
Oh.
All right. You are still just gasping and twitching, held in those claws.
But you had a 1d6 now, Boris. So, oh, never mind. You're not. You're
Yeah.
snake.
Boris is on me, yeah.
All right, Skull. You get a D6 from Boris. And there is a crate over here, but there's a friend over here.
I know. I was gonna say this is the cinematic moment where I look at Toothless being grasped by this thing and the Kraken, and I look back and these guys are trying to get the box open.
And I don't want to put people's business out there, but Illyria, as far as elf rangers go, she's pretty buff, rocking that 10 strength. But I don't know. I mean, most of them seem to have an 8. So, like, she's strong enough that she doesn't fall over when she puts her armor on. But, like, 400 pounds sinking into the ocean, she might be able to slow it with her armor. But, yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm gonna go for Toothless.
But, yeah. All right.
Because I can't get over to the box anyway. So... if I grapple Toothless, do I have to fight this guy? Because he's also grappling Toothless.
Oh, that would be hype as hell. Technically, I don't think you could pull someone free from a grapple. Yeah, in this case, we will. We'll do an opposed grapple between you and the creature instead of you and Toothless, because you'll auto grab him because he's paralyzed.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that works. Let's do this thing. It's for a creature that grapples for free. It is not very good at grappling. There you go. All right. You go over. You use one of your attacks to slap a hand onto Toothless.
Yeah.
And you can now start pulling him away from the creature. Its claws snap shut where he used to be. And then?
Okay. And then, so how much movement? So half speed for dragging someone, huh?
Correct.
If I go here, and I'll bring him back this way. 30, 35. Okay. So yeah, I'll be over here, and I'll put him on the side next to Spencer.
Okay.
Spencer, what are you doing? Get out! We need to go that way.
So Toothless, even though you are paralyzed, you're looking around at everyone. You do see amongst the jewels, the assorted treasures, the rot, the fungus, the decay. You do see what looks like a leather-bound journal that's sort of inside the rib cage of one of these skeletons that's sort of floating there.
Okay, I tell no one anything about that.
right, because you're paralyzed. Good role play. Thogrum, you're up.
Okay, first I'm gonna bonus action and use spiritual weapon to attack Bull Ugly here.
Okay.
15, 20, yeah, and attack. Is he still prone or no?
He is no longer prone. No, he got up.
13.
Let's see. 13 is not going to hit.
Okay. For my action, I'm gonna cast Water Walk.
Okay.
On I can do up to 10 people. So basically, all of us that I can see down here, whoever wants it. And then, yeah, I'm going to make my way 5, 10, 15, 20 towards the chest. So basically, whoever wants Water Walk.
Oh, Thogum, Crash, is that stuff underwater? Because he has a ring of swimming now. We bought that. Oh no, he water.
Yeah.
How deep is this water?
At this point, yeah, it's going to be deep enough that you'll be. You could start, laying down on your belly to kind of get more movement, sort of thing, and swim it.
That's the
Yeah.
case, then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then can I use free action to grab a hold of the chest?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, actually, well, I take that back. So let me retcon this. If I cast Water Walk, I can't swim through it. So I'm gonna swim through the water, then cast Water Walk while holding on to the
Okay.
the chest.
All right. So up to 10 willing creatures you can see. So pretty much everybody but Pharaohs.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right. As the thing continues, the creature, which it was suggested that it slow down and wait for Pharaohs to show it where better treasure is. Am I understanding that correctly? That was your suggestion?
Yes.
Okay. It asks you now, because it's taking its time to do these things. So it didn't ask right away. When will we go get the better treasure?
It's like I smile at it like toothily. It's like, oh, well, when me and my friends leave, we can show you where the better ships are.
I understand. Per your suggestion, I'll follow you for the next 8 hours. Okay, cool. Yeah, you have your own Kraken. That's really sweet. Okay. That brings us to damage to the ship happens in the Kraken's turn. I'm going to say at this point, yeah, it's getting pretty bad. Thogrum, with advantage, go ahead and give me an athletics check as the floor finally breaks, more water rushes in, and the banana crate threatens to go deeper into the water.
You have inspiration.
And water is just coming in like real hard now.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. So you guys, you have water walk. So let's see. You treat it as if it were solid ground, so you can't be pulled through. That's tricky. I would say that you could follow after it, but if you're solid, yeah. All right.
So what I was thinking is like originally on my turn, I swim over there, I grab it, I cast.
Oh, you
Water
like
Walk.
roll over and put it on your chest, basically?
Like, yeah, like I go over, I grab it, I cast Water Walk, and then I'm basically on this this point, whatever the water line is, standing like holding the chest on the water line.
Okay,
right? 'Cause
okay, fair enough. So
am I strong enough to support the full weight of it? Well,
you
along
have
with the two.
you have a good strength. You are probably already at your encumbrance, but hold on. At 400 pounds, I think you should be okay.
Yeah,
Let's see.
20
What's your
strength, I
strength?
can do
Is this-
600.
Yeah, what's your
18 is my strength.
Oh, 18? Yeah. So the bottom / side of the ship just starts kind of breaking apart. You feel the pressure of like now you're holding this all together. You look down in sort of wonder because this is your first time using the spell. There are ripples of water. It's like a jello-like substance as you're standing on it. And the pressure and the weight of your equipment and the 400-pound box you're holding, it's mind-boggling how you're not breaking through the surface tension of the water and just sinking to the depths. But thanks to Gon's blessings and magic, everything's all right. You do feel some workout sweats coming. It's your glutes, because damn, this is freaking heavy. All right. So you can see here the ship it's pretty much toast, guys. You probably need to get the hell out of here. Pharos, you're up.
All right. So, Spencer's like stuck in the boat, right? He's like
I mean,
stuck
at
in
this
the
point,
exit hole.
at this point, it's all shattering and coming apart now, so it shouldn't.
All
It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so I'll pull him to the safety of the dinghy boat. Just
Okay. Oh, fair enough. All right. He gives you some licks. He's very happy.
I'll console the giant octopus. Yes, the treasure's coming. Just don't worry.
All right.
Good.
So, how close are we to leaving? No, I like to try to look over at everybody, but
You're gonna shout just through the smashed remains of the ship,
do
like,
we
okay,
need, like,
yeah.
help? Yeah.
Like, how close are we to leaving? All right. Did anybody want to reply? You hear over the wreckage and debris, Pharos' question.
We'd have been a lot closer if you was in here helping us.
Yeah.
Yesterday!
I don't think I can say anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I think since I haven't seen the rest of the boat, I'll try to go hop my way in, if you insist. And
Okay.
see if there's any aid I could render and save the day.
All right. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics or athletics check to kind of make that dangerous jump from
Okay.
dinghy to wreckage.
What do you say? Athletics check. I'm scared.
All right.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm putting you on a strict regiment. You're doing push-ups for the next
All
3
right.
weeks.
As you go to leap out of the boat, Spencer, in his excitement, is shaking the boat, and you just do like a flat, belly flop, just kind of into the water next to the boat. It's not cool
God.
in any way. Yeah, you could swim up to the boat and go through that way, but there was no busting through Kool-Aid Man style or dramatically leaping through a hole and doing a tumbling roll or anything like that. It's
All right. I'll swim up and looking
Okay.
like a damp fish.
If he shows up, I go, hold this, and I hand him Toothless.
okay.
No, I'm.
Get him out of here!
I'm
Well, I'm holding you. And if I see
Yeah,
Pharos-
he rescued you from the thing, man. He pulls you out of its claws and carried you all the way over here. Okay, so you pass off the Toothless, and Pharos, you now have the Toothless.
Oh, so this is what everything looks like. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on in here.
Just take it all in, lad. See what you missed.
Get on the boat! Get him back to the boat! We're gonna run out of here.
I'll toss I'll unceremoniously toss Toothless back onto the dinghy boat. like how ground crews toss their luggage.
All right,
Oh,
that would
yeah,
be
yeah.
that's definitely going to be your full action economy then. To
All
yeah,
I
because
think Buddy's watching.
to take care of an ally like that is or to force move an ally, it's definitely going to take your action, but you do get him back into the boat. So I'm going to put you and him back in the boat. That brings us to Spencer, who's super excited. So he's going to give licks and loves to Toothless and use the assist action. So he'll have advantage on his Constitution save when he makes it, because that's a thing. All right, put you guys back in the boat. There we go. Tari.
Not me. That's the wrong Black Dragonborn.
Whoa, you're really gonna make it about color? Is that okay? Okay.
You guys
I
all look
see.
the same, apparently.
Wow. All right, hold on. Let me slowly.
I'm gonna pay
swap
for that
them out.
later.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Sorry.
Just call me a Dragonborn racist. That's all.
I don't
But
need the
it's fine.
skinny dragonborn.
I love Dragonborn. I got a lot of colored Dragonborn in all my games. So come on, guys. Jeez.
My best friend's a colored dragonborn.
I wouldn't call them my best friends, but you know. Anyways, you guys are back in the boat.
Thank you.
All right, Tari.
I am. Can I take the help action and move with the people carrying the chest?
Totally. Yep.
Will do.
All right. Illyria will also assist so that Thogrim, you do not have to carry this burden alone. So these two characters have tossed their extra strength in there to help you carry this heavy burden, which is good because you've got to swim it out there, and you're not the best swimmer. So.
Honestly.
Oh wait, that's right. You don't have to swim because you have water walk. Okay.
If we all have water walk, right? Would we therefore be here?
You know what? At this
Is
point, I think I'm
water
going to put you outside of the ship. So let me grab everybody, and we'll just all take a trip outside, and your bananas. All right. Yeah, there we go. I can't hero stack you because this big old tentacle's in the way. Sorry, arm. All right. I'll move you guys all outside so you can see what he was dealing with. There we go. So now, with Water Walk, you should be able to move normally. If a space has an arm in it, we'll just treat that as difficult terrain, but the water itself, you can just treat as ground, as per the description of the spell. Thogrim is strong enough to carry this thing since he is standing on quote-unquote solid ground. So, you guys can kind of move with him if you want to have that reaction ready and then just kind of dash to keep up with him. That could work. If you're trying to maintain the same pace and kind of keep him safe in case he drops it, that's fine. So you're doing like an escort thing. Honestly, Pharos has neutralized any real threat from this creature. This creature doesn't want to piss off Pharos because Pharos is going to show it where better treasure is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I play as a character again?
We will see. Your angry druid friend gets left behind in the bowels of the ship, which is very sad for him. But I think at this point his story is probably over. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? This will be kind of fun. Let's do this. Let's see. Nah, it's fine. There's no way he gets you with everything being destroyed or anything like that. So, out here on the open ocean, Toothless, with advantage, go ahead and make that save. DC 10. You got this. All right. You come free of the paralysis. You are in the boat. Your allies are nearby. They're walking a very heavy-looking crate of bananas over. There are slow-moving arms destroying what's left of the ship. Yeah, you could speak again as your turn ends because it's kind of free speech back and forth between everybody. So if you have anything to say, that's fine. Otherwise, skull. Eh?
Yeah,
I'll
honestly,
look down.
Like,
Go
no,
ahead.
no. One sec. Like when Toothless is let's see, what would he say? I appreciate your help. It's much appreciated. If you could help me a little bit more in the future, that would be great. But whatever, we're good. We're good. Let's go to the ship. Let's do the things we were sent to do.
All right, Skull, you're up.
I'm gonna look at him and what he just said. I'm gonna look down through the water at the giant Kraken. I don't look back at him. Look at the Kraken. I'm like, now's not the time. Let's get out of here. And I'll start helping
let's go.
move everyone.
Let's go.
If we could
All right.
use our, I don't know.
Yeah, so at this point, you can hop in a little boat with your banana crate, and with a Kraken following along behind you, you can make your way back to your ship.
Let's move quickly. Go.
That was easy. All right, good stuff, guys.
Good job.
Just like
I mean, we
crying.
didn't die, so that's cool. Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
good.
All right, so I'll move you guys back to your map. Let's see. There we go. There's the indecisive.
Yeah, I'm gonna snuggle with Buddy for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, emotional support doll putting in overtime.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Luck of the Draw to make sure that he's off his ship.
Okay.
I need something to give this Kraken.
Try to convince it if the other group shows up. The old nasty lady.
What? The old nasty lady?
Yeah. The other person?
Yeah.
The competitor?
Oh, right.
Yes.
That's even
Tell 'em
better.
they're on
And
their way,
they're
and
probably gonna show up pretty soon. Yep.
their ship is huge. That would be a much better ship to go after.
All right, I'll
I like it.
I'll go to the bow and talk to the Kraken after I've consoled the whole entire crew that this thing works for me now. This thing-
It's cool. Don't worry.
All right.
All right, so there should be another ship coming with a. What does it look like? Is it just much larger than this one?
They described it as being full of undead. I'm gonna say it looks a little similar to that one.
It's
Alright,
Well, that's sinking.
Let's get it.
undead.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, suggestion is not the same as a dominate or even a.
Right.
I mean, it is a charm effect, but it doesn't have the same function as a charm spell. So the creature is only obligated to follow your suggested course of action, which in this case was to take it slow, which it did, and wait for you to show it where some treasure is.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I need to find this other boat first.
Okay. But do you describe the boat to it? Like
Yes,
you like broadcast your thoughts essentially and hope that it picks them up?
Right. I mean,
Okay.
this is
Or
the
do you
boat we're
just
looking for.
shout into the wide world so that it can hear you?
I'll try to communicate with it the way.
Okay.
communicate
Now
with
the
it
interesting thing
previously.
is this. I'm assuming you spoke in either common or draconic when you did suggestion. So did you do common or?
I did common.
Okay. It did understand you, or we wouldn't be where we are right now. So you could verbally shout to it if you don't think that your thoughts are being picked up.
Okay. I'll shout to it then.
Okay. Yeah, because when you thought those thoughts at it, it did not reply. When you shout, it's you hear thoughts come booming back into your mind, and it says, "I heard you the first time."
Oh, okay. Well, do you have? I'm sorry, but
It sounds like you want me to attack my very good friend, Karina of the Bones.
Ah,
We could be your better friends. Right, guys? We can show you all kinds of boats. Small boats, artisanal boats, organic boats, collector boats.
The creature is very quiet, and it just ominously watches from beneath the waves. You have crew members who hold firearms in shaky hands, like wondering if they should open fire on the creature.
I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna
Oh.
dive into the sea.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to it.
Wow. Okay.
It could really suck.
It will really suck. Okay.
Fair enough.
As you get close to the Kraken, that is under no obligation to be your friend. It is, it's going to roll initiative and attack you. So go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Wait.
Would we have heard Pharaoh's talking to it?
When he
Common.
shouted the words aloud, yes. Otherwise, he's been telepathically communicating with it. So when he shouted the suggestion, and then when he shouted just now,
friendly, but I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Let's see.
Can I also roll into initiative?
Yeah,
and
anyone that is
about
interested
something?
in doing something here, you should probably roll into initiative.
Yeah, I don't want to be aggressive for sure.
It's good to know.
That's good to know.
I literally will roll the 0. Awesome.
All right,
I'm
so
assuming it's against the rules to stack suggestions onto the same creature.
no, I mean, well, hold on. Yeah, I don't think you can be affected by the same spell twice. So the next spell would supersede the first spell.
And is it still under the suggestion, or no?
Yeah, it's still under the effects of suggestion.
Okay.
I get another question. How long would it have taken us to get to the boat?
Oh gosh, rowing the boat and all that heavy stuff, and 300 feet and all that. I'm gonna say realistically, like at least a minute or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if anybody that took water walk still has water walk. So
Okay.
I don't know if
Did you just dive
if
face
you took
first
it.
into a floor?
if you took it or not, Toothless, but I guess you were paralyzed, so I guess that doesn't make you willing at that point. So
All right. Well, I guess we'll handle this one thing at a time. So, Toothless, you won initiative. Your action, as described, was that you swim up to the creature, right? And then try to talk to it. All right, so go ahead and talk to it.
To give it like fun little scritches.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Toothless would say, shit. We will help you find ships. You seem to like ships. I like creatures like yourself. Basically, it's kind of like we want to like find like ships for you, and we're gonna like
sure
not like totally fuck you over. And so I guess Toothless will like kind of like swim up and try and like kind of like give him like a nice little like rub wherever creatures like this would like it, and that'll be his turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Illyria is going to stand by the edge of the ship and have her crossbow ready. So she will ready in action. All right. And I suppose if I'm trying to play her as accurately as possible, she would want to switch her hunter's mark, which is still going, over to this guy to maximize her action economy. All right. Tari. Yeah, Toothless is literally touching the Kraken right now.
Hello? What's happening? Is it...
All right, so you're going to try to cast suggestion on it now.
Oh.
Wait. Is it different suggestions from different people, or just
No,
spot?
it's the spell itself. Like, if there's more than one suggestion on it, the new one will overwrite the old one. Anything that has the same name can't stack. So
Okay.
when there were two bards in the party and they both had Song of Rest, the stronger effect would take place. In this case, it would just be the new effect would overwrite the old effect. In MMO terms, if I recast a buff on you, you get the new duration from the new casting of the buff. All right, so you're
I also have command, but
so evil genie for me, right? You are telling it aloud in Chondathan, right? Okay, and which is common, right? So you are saying, give me those two sentences in the exact suggestion they're giving. This creature has a 22 intelligence. So this is evil genie to the max here, folks. I need to hear the suggestion exactly how it needs to be said. So you tell me, what are the one or two sentences?
what's a place that I know of that's far away from here?
Oh God, Maztica, the other side of the freaking ocean.
Okay, I will tell it that everybody knows that the Meztican boats are the best boats. Go to Meztica and get the boat.
Okay. Here we go. What is the DC on your spell?
I believe it's a 15.
Okay. So it's got to make a charisma saving throw, right?
Yes.
Against suggestion? No, suggestion is not charisma. It's wisdom, right?
Yeah,
I thought you rolled
I
low.
believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
It's wisdom.
Man, whatever. All right, here we go. I mean, it got a nat 1 last time, so yeah, it's not having it. It's still going to be under the effects of the first suggestion spell.
Yeah.
Okay. Spencer is very nervous. He is honking. The Kraken is going to. You hear bloop 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 as it fills up its legendary action meter. Let's see. It is going to try to attack with its tentacle against Toothless. It's a 24.
That'll hit.
All right, so 24 damage.
Unconscious.
Okay. Let's see. Then it is going to feed you into its mouth. So this is with advantage. 29, and it eats you.
Not
And
dead yet.
all of you hear just the chortling laugh in your minds. And it says to you, Pharos, but psychic feedback so everybody could hear. It says, you suggested that I follow you to treasure. I suggested to myself that a little snack while I wait wouldn't hurt anybody.
And so it's one fail, right, Crash?
2, because it was a melee attack, so it'd be a critical hit. And then
All
you're in its tums.
2. All right, got it.
All right. That brings us to it's got 2 more attacks. So yeah, you know what? It will use its tentacle to grab Scarlet Fletcher. And she's knocked out, pulls her under the water. And then it will grab good old Voodoo Argent. Let's see. He is knocked out and dragged under the waves. All right, and then the creature is going to sink down 60 feet below the water. All right, Pharos, you're up.
I feel strangely responsible for this. So, so I try like calling. It's like, hey, you said you'd let my friends go from the other boat. That let's see, what can I do? 60 feet's pretty far.
I think we firmly established that the suggestion was he would take it slow, and he would follow you to treasure, which he's done so far. I mean, you're the one with the concentration. You could break it at any time. I don't know if that's what you want to do.
No. I attempt to throw over all of the life-saving boat peripherals from the boat. Unless they're too far out of range from Scarlet and Voodoo.
Wait, so yeah, they're at least 60 feet down under the water.
Yeah, and I'm like 50-50 dying permanently, I think.
Okay, so I will jump in heroically.
Wow.
After Toothless, since I am pretty convinced he won't kill me.
Okay.
Everything is fine. We're fine.
Everything. Like I'll tie a rope to myself, around the waist.
You should definitely do that.
Okay, so
that's in sequence. I will tie a rope around my waist,
and then leap off the boat.
Right.
Okay. All right. So item interact. You pick up the rope. Action. You're gonna tie it around yourself. Movement. You're gonna leap off the boat and start swimming down.
Yeah.
Okay. And your swim speed is. You got a ring of swimming now, right?
Right. We all got one of those, I think.
Okay.
No, just me and Thogger.
No.
Oh, just you. Oh, just you.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
You paid for it.
Okay, so yeah, you very slowly begin swimming down towards the creature. People who watch marvel at the absolute bravery of what they've just witnessed. There's no one else is lining up to do this, though, from what I could see. It is the crew's turn. The crew whips around to Marshall, and you could tell that they're like, what the hell are we gonna do? Marshall looks to Skull for some reason and looks at the wheel and looks off in the horizon, and he says, we're gonna die here if we don't get out of here. You understand that, don't you?
Yeah. I'll not suffer another fool. Go.
All right. The shouts to the crew, and the crew immediately, as one organism, starts mobilizing the ship. So sails are being dropped, and the ship is going to start moving on its next turn. They're going to spend this turn getting everything ready to head out. All right, Skull.
I'm gonna oh that I'm gonna drink a potion. We didn't have time to rest, so
All right.
Or you know what? I'm gonna actually ask Surge something. I'm gonna ask if it knows this Kraken. You know, possibly. Or if it knows or it knows anything about Karina.
All right, so you're gonna ask if it knows the Kraken or knows anything about Karina the Bones. Okay, it has no idea who a Karina the Bones is. Absolutely no idea. As far as your location in the ocean and how things have changed in the time that it has been entombed, it does not know what Kraken currently controls this region of the sea. It's generally like known that every square mile of the ocean is claimed by a Kraken of some type.
All right, that's useful information. Yeah.
Yeah, you are far enough away from the Sword Coast that this is not the resident Kraken of the Sword Coast, which the Sword Coast does have a resident Kraken. He's a level 20 wizard and all sorts of other craziness. In addition to being a Kraken, yeah. But this is not him. You guys are far enough away that this would not be him. Hence the lack of legendary resistances and craziness like that. So
that's a comfort. Thank you. And then I will drink a potion unless that was my action to ask him.
All right, Thogrum, you're up.
I'm going to run over to the other side of the ship.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look down at the Kraken and attempt to cast command.
Okay.
And tell it to flee.
Oof. Okay. Let's see. Another wisdom saving throw. All right. This is a pretty weak Kraken, so it does not have magic resistance either. So here we go. This will be wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna look at Marshall and
tell him to flee.
Get us the fuck out of here. We are not ready for something like this.
All right, Toothless, saving throw against death. Hold on. I think it would happen at the start of the Kraken's turn. Yeah, so your turn, you do get a saving throw against death.
Does anyone want to share inspiration?
I don't know.
If they have it.
I don't know if we can do that. I don't have it, though.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing either.
You can definitely share it if you want.
Yeah, I don't have it. I thought you meant like Turi as well, but yeah.
All right.
One.
Illyria, maybe a couple tears streaming down the face. Crossbow shaking in her hands. She wants to shoot it. Should she shoot it?
I'm gonna tell her no.
Okay.
I mean, it's.
Can I run Tyree? Actually.
Sure. Unless you're gonna make her jump into the Kraken. And
no,
then...
I would do that.
All right.
For Tyree, I think any like saving throws.
CCU.
Give to Toothless.
I mean, she has to see you to give you bonuses. You're deep inside the belly of the Kraken.
And 60 feet down too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll keep her safe.
All right.
I'm good.
Hey, Ness. Sorry,
yeah?
Crash. Ness said she wanted to try to pull, if she could grab the rope and start trying to pull Pharaohs up.
Oh, sure, absolutely. 35 gets her there because wood elf, and then she'll start kind of slowly pulling him back up into the ship. Pharaohs, you feel yourself being tugged back up from the water.
Oh. I'm not crying, you're crying.
All right. Spencer's crying. He's just plaintively honking and wailing. Well, that was terrible. No, he's really sad. He's honking. He's like threatening to jump over, and Illyria's like sob screaming at him to sit down. And then you see Anton Hall. He says, "Ma'am, don't worry, I've got him." And he starts turning to Spencer, and he's like, "Hey, it's easy, boy. Everything will be okay." And then a tentacle reaches up, and it grabs Anton Hall and yanks him into the water. So he's done. And then the damage inside the belly of the beast, you take 12d6 acid damage, which would finish you off. So it is it eats Toothless and whatever Toothless was carrying, which is pertinent, maybe. All right, so that brings us to Pharaohs.
Sorry, Crash. So
Yeah.
Toothless dead or not?
Oh yeah, you're super dead. Yeah, you're very, very dead. That would be a third failed death save, 12d6 acid damage. I mean, it's bad.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I could roll it just for like math,
it's fine.
but
It's fine.
okay. All right. So the crew at this point, they're going to get the ship underway. You hear from the Kraken. Go ahead and run. I enjoy a good chase. And you can see the morale of the crew is like plummeting because this thing is essentially dipping down deeper with one of your main dudes, and then all of their little, not little, but three of the crew as well. They're just gone, just completely plucked like fruit from a tree, and gone. At that point, the crew does everything they can to get the ship underway. You are heading east. There is a southeast breeze. They catch it, and they start moving away from the creature. All right, we've got another hour of gameplay here, but I'm going to have everybody take like a 5-minute break. So, everybody meet back here in 5 minutes. All right.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, it saves on a 3 from you. A 3 and up is saves from your spell. Like, insane lucky. We just need you to hold concentration on it. And I think we just run, and then eventually, because you can keep it going for 8 hours, right? So I'm pretty sure.
Around the salvage, around the derelict ship, in case the any of Karina's ships showed up. So when they see that you are leaving the area, they move to sort of match your pace and keep up with you, because they assume that either A, you are trying to escape with the treasure, or B, you're trying to escape from something, or C, you are just leaving and you don't know where they are. So maybe benefit of the doubt on that last one. But yeah, they're in their own ship, and they are going to be kind of keeping pace with you guys. If you want to use some means of communication to let them know what is going on, you can certainly do so.
Oh, sure. I was gonna tell him, like, you better tell me, like, what's in this, like, stupid box that got Toothless killed in.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't open the box. We're not allowed to open the box.
I don't give a fuck about the box.
Just please don't open it. That's part of the deal. It'd be real shit if we just fuck this whole thing by opening the box right now. And who knows? It might be a Kraken in the fucking box at this point.
All right. As you keep going, let me see.
Do we have time for a short rest at least?
You could certainly try, yeah. Okay. Anybody that wants to try a short rest, if you do, you are successful. So you can roll hit dice, a Song of Rest, get back abilities, Warlock spell slots, whatever is funded with that.
I imagine even Tari's probably pretty distraught to even give us a Song of Rest. I'm not going to ask her for it.
Within about 4 hours of travel, 3 ships are sighted.
Can you move Illyria away from... She wants to be moved away from the edge.
Fair enough. All right. Probably below deck, safest place, unless it punches a hole through the wall. 4 hours into your sailing away from the derelict ship, which is completely destroyed. There are 3 ships spotted.
Can we see the colors?
Checking the time of day. Let's see. It would be... You guys did all that, and then... So we're getting close. What is it, about 4 in the morning at this point? Right? Yeah, it looks like it'd be about 4 in the morning. Spyglasses and all that. Sure. Hold on. All right. So, yes, the flags. From what you could tell, it is a black field with a red stylized scorpion on it. And all...
I know who that is.
Go ahead and give me, with your background and stuff, give me a history with advantage. All right. What'd you get?
23.
23. Yes, those are the fleet flags of Karina of the Bones.
Well, boys, it looks like she's here. And then I'm just going to tell everybody that
Now, fleet flag indicates that they're all flying together under one fleet, but they are doing their own individual colors as well. If you did want to check that as well with your check, I would say that you've got it down pat. There is a skull that is surrounded by lace, like a lacy pattern. That is the Bone Maiden. There is a set of bloody fangs. That is the Blood Seeker. You know that you've heard lore that the captain of that ship is Crimson Caroline, a vampire priestess of Umberley. And that ship is called the Blood Seeker.
Sounds fine.
Yep. And the last one is a yawning, screaming, emaciated like face. That is the Screaming Deep. And according to what you have heard in your various time as a shipwright, that is Vieninar Shadow Song, a Banshee Bard is the captain of that. And all three of them have a bit of an allegiance or an alliance going on.
And they're all super swell people, I take it.
Well, they are they're ultra feminist. I want to put that out front, okay? They don't have any living men on their ships. Any men that they capture, they kill and animate as undead. Women who either willingly join or are press ganged into service are not turned into undead. So they have a mix of like goth girls and undead as their crew.
They sound fucking delightful.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pass the word on.
You have options here. You can try to evade. You can try to fight, or you could try and get close and board. Those are, you have other options, but those are your three D&D ship battle options. So you could either try to escape and evade them. You could try and use spells and siege weapons at a distance and pew fight it out, ship to ship battle. Or you could beeline it towards the ships, try to board them, take out the captain, call it a day. Let you guys kind of talk out your options. And, of course, whatever other options you might come up with.
So you said we've only been about 4 hours since the old Kraken
incident?
Right.
So there's 4 more hours of Kraken moving super slow. So you're confident at this point you have outpaced it by a long shot. It would take a long time for it to catch up. And honestly, the speed of a Kraken, I feel like a ship with wind, you're going to be fine now. Like, you're far enough away. That being said, it is going to be ultra pissed at Pharos when it comes out of this thing, one way or the other. These creatures live forever. So, and maybe it'll take its vengeance out on old man Pharos someday, or Pharos' grandchildren or something, but it's probably going to add him to its little book of people it doesn't like too much.
Oh, great.
All right, so the question here is, again, you guys, I guess the 5 of you, plus the captain, you can tap him, the one you hired, you can tap him for opinions, but you decide what you're going to do. You also have 2 ships at your disposal, and so 10 fortunes could also be pulled for his thing, but he will follow your lead because you are PCs and he is an NPC. So in this particular instance, he was hired by Prime Water to do a job. You guys are carrying the precious cargo. He'll do what you guys think is best.
What kind of boats are they in, or what kind of ships are they in? Can I tell from here?
They seem to be sloops, just like
Just like ours.
Yeah, just like you guys.
So they're capable of probably the same speed we are.
They could probably maintain the same speed, yeah. But again, you've spotted them at a far enough distance that you could just try and evade them, and then it just comes down to essentially skill checks, like who does a better job in the chase.
Okay.
It's tricky though, because since they have undead, the undead are immune to exhaustion, so they could keep this chase up for a while.
For
Now they're not
days.
completely, they're not completely undead on their crew, so they do have like living people. For the reason that if you're a necromancer who knows anything about anything, you know that like one high-level cleric with a good turn undead is going to wipe out all of your basic bitch undead real quick. So like you have living servants as well as undead servants, because you got to diversify your portfolio, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Marshal Novak like how confident he is at if he can evade them. Like he's a pretty good captain, so like.
Oh yeah.
You know,
He is. God damn, his face is drawn so tight, with lines and just suppressed emotions, and he looks at you, and he says, "Listen here. You hired me to be the captain of the ship, so I've done all I can to learn the ins and outs of this beauty. And while this ship, and don't mind me saying this, looks like shit, it's fast. It's real fast. I think we got a chance of outrunning them, but only if we have some way to deter them a bit. Some magics, some sneaky tricks. I don't know. We could try and convince the other ship to hold them off so we could escape. But 3-on-1, that'll be the end of that. So, I don't know how your friend Prime Water's going to feel about that. But them holding them off and us fleeing, that would be our best chance of success.
Yeah.
However, there are 2 of us and 3 of them, and from what I've heard, you're a mighty powerful group. Pirates, in a way, they sort of are like undead. You take out their leader, and they're quick to lay down their weapons. You could see if Luck of the Draw and his crew could keep 2 ships busy, and we could just ram right into the Bone Maiden, and you'd take her out. The problem with fighting at range is we don't have no cannons, and they don't either. But Karina is a powerful spellcaster. She has priests aboard her ship with their own magics. I only know through stories what they use to fight, but I don't know if we could win in a ship-to-ship battle. Not 3-on-2.
And her pet is trailing behind us, slowly but surely.
Well,
it's definitely back there.
On the bright side, whatever fight we get into, it'll be over quick one way or the other.
Well, there is that. Not that I'm in a hurry to go anywhere. I'm gonna kind of like look around. Does anybody have anything they might offer up that might slow them down, or kind of want to like address the ship wizard and Pharaohs, like if they have any ideas as far as like spells or anything that might that we get ready.
Address my spell book. Like how far away are these boats?
They were spotted at the maximum possible distance that you guys could have seen them, because the other ship is being extra vigilant dealing with that kind of stuff. Again, they're far enough away that you would start essentially in the chase phase. So you could either sail towards them, you could sail away from them. But they're not within firing range. Neither ship is within firing range of the other.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes these ship chases could take hours, sometimes even days, if the ships were equally matched. And it really, at the end of it, came down to whose crew basically just dropped from exhaustion first. Some of these chases. I mean, I don't want to reference a terrible movie, but whatever that second Star Wars movie was in the most recent thing where they I guess ran out of gas and they had to go to the gas station at the casino. Like, you're like, how could they have a whole 3-hour movie that's a chase scene? But honestly, like, chases like that historically like did happen. Like, pirates would pursue ships for a long time if they thought it was a good haul. And then the question comes down, when do you say enough is enough and just turn and fight? Like, if you're fleeing and you're fleeing and you're fleeing and your crew is getting more and more exhausted from the effort, you're going to be too exhausted to defend yourselves if they do try to board you. So as you can see, pirating and being pirated is very stressful. Because, yeah, you got to make those decisions about what would be your best move. For now, both ships in your fleet, which is a fleet of 2, are by default maintaining speed away from their pursuers. Until you guys say otherwise, that's going to be their default action. Sort of like a Ranger Companion defaults to a dodge action. In a scenario like this, you are the pursued ships, so you are going to default to just running away until you tell me otherwise.
Is the away direction from the Kraken?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Again, the
them?
wind is in your favor, and that is leading back towards the Sword Coast.
Yeah, but we're not running into them.
Oh, no.
Like,
they
we're
are,
not being sandwiched.
they are coming from the northwest, and you guys are sailing towards the southeast. So
Okay,
they, yeah.
we're the complete opposite direction. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
So I may. This is my suggestion. I say
Okay.
we run. I'm gonna try to get a long rest in so I can get sending, and I'm gonna message Prime Water for help.
Okay.
While we work on evading, if anybody has any other suggestions. Do we still have the talking stone thing? Or no, do we give that to Prime Water?
Illyria has one to the old man, to Oakham, and I have one to the princess. If we could maybe do that and tell Oakham, I don't know if, Prime Order listen to Oakham.
I was pretty sure Prime Order gave you a sending stone before you left.
He did.
Oh,
yeah.
He did?
Yeah. Because, like...
One and lucky one, right?
Yeah, like, he's invested a lot of money in the recovery of these objects, so, like, yeah.
At the very least, he probably has one with, Luck of the
Draw.
No.
1,000... Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Luck of the Draw definitely has a sending stone for him. But, could have sworn he gave you guys one also. But maybe not. I don't know. If you don't have it recorded, I guess he didn't. But
Ness has
I
one
don't
to the
remember.
Man, so that's
Okay.
much just as good. And they work indefinite, like range is indefinite on it, right? Like
correct. As long, distance doesn't matter.
So then I say we put out like a APB to
Okay.
Prime Water and ask for help, and then we start running.
And the ship, your ship wizard and their ship wizard, they use their familiars to fly communications back and forth, essentially, like Hogwarts style. So that is how you guys have been communicating back and forth with the other ship, is via the ship wizard's familiars. So while you guys are maintaining this course, you can send information to the other ship as well. So you're going to tell them that you're fleeing and that you want luck of the draw to contact Prime Water and start rallying some reinforcements.
Yeah, pretty much to try to meet us. Or if they have anybody out on the open sea that can potentially help us.
Okay.
That we're outnumbered and potentially outmanned at this point.
Yeah, because we're down crew.
And we're down a man.
Okay.
This is definitely the movie plot from some movie. I just can't put my finger on it.
No, I'm trying to think of
Some war movie about a ship.
All right. So the two of you are going to try to flee. So we're in a chase. Okay.
As long as if nobody else has any other points they want to put out, or
I might.
Not really.
I don't know. No, because that's a dumb idea.
I mean, we can't stay here and fighting them. I don't think fighting them is going to turn out well for us. I mean, we could get lucky, but I don't know if we should rely on luck anymore. And if we hold up too long, the Kraken shows up.
I think we got lucky enough getting away from the Kraken. You know, I think we just take that and go.
At this point, I'm throwing Pharaohs in the water if the Kraken shows up.
All right, so you're gonna do perception checks, navigation tool checks, and water vehicle checks to see how things go. Essentially, you're going against their rolls to see if at any point they are gaining on you or you are gaining distance on them. Does that sound about right? So who are you nominating for these tasks? You have hired this captain to pilot your ship, and he does so quite well. He has a +6 to his piloting, which is pretty good.
So I'm proficient in water vehicles. So I can.
Okay, so you want to assist him? That would slot you there. So like he would have advantage, or he would give you advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I can if he's got a +6 to.
Yep.
To what check?
That he is water vehicles.
Okay, but where does the +6 come from? You just said he has a +6 to water vehicles.
Oh yeah. He has a +6 from his wisdom, which is the main stat for piloting water vehicles, and also from his proficiency.
Yeah, then I'll assist him because I'm
okay.
Like a +3.
Okay. Well, you have a +3 from your proficiency, but you would also add your wisdom to it. What's your wisdom modifier? Like a 3, right?
3, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd also have a 6.
Oh,
so,
okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
You give him advantage. Maybe Turi can also inspire him with that. But this is like
when we're doing
time.
this. Yeah. Well, when we're doing this, you gotta kind of ration out those resources too, because like Turi can give these checks, but we're basically checking like an hour of progress.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can slot 2 people per skill if they are trained. So like, what's the call here? So it looks like I've got Thogrum and Marshall Novak on piloting, which is to say proficiency with water vehicles. Who's doing navigator's tools? You've hired someone for the task, but you could, if one of you is proficient, you could do it with assistance, or they could do it with, assistance. Is anybody training navigator's tools?
I am not.
No. Okay.
Bard's proficient in everything.
Bard is. Do you want to slot? You want to slot Bard for that?
If she's willing.
Okay.
Or Turi, or the other Bard. I don't think he's not really a Bard.
He's learning. He's
shaggy. There. He's got it.
Yeah.
He's doing fine.
Yeah. He's like a Bard the way that Yasker's a Bard. In that he's a high charisma rogue. They could maybe play one instrument. Okay. So, I don't know. Is Turi with us still?
Yeah,
Turi?
sorry. I had muted myself.
Because there's plenty of people training perception, so this would actually be pretty clutch if you assisted with this one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then perception. You've got Sly Webb up there. She would assist anybody else. I think Illyria's got a pretty nuts perception. I know your best perception person is not with you anymore. Her perception is plus 5. Is anybody better than a +5?
For perception?
Yeah.
I have a +6
Okay.
for perception, but I'm already assisted Marshall Novak, so.
Yeah, truth. Okay. All right, so I guess we'll do Illyria up there. Okay. So, does anybody want to roll 2d20s plus 5 for the perception, and then we've got I need to get these rolls. You have advantage on all 3 of them though. Perception's at a +5. Let's see. Navigator's tools is at a +5 because you guys paid good money. You got your guys from the actual nautical guild. And then your piloting's a +6. So throw out some rolls for me, people. I'm not gonna roll for you. I need you guys to do the rolls because I gotta remove myself from the equation.
I'll do it. All right. So first one was a 2d20 +6.
Yep.
All right. Then one more.
Oh,
Nice.
fantastic!
What?
Fantastic.
Oh, that's adding.
Don't worry
together.
about it. Yeah, 23.
Okay.
We could do math. We're good.
Okay, and this is.
Okay, a 20. Okay.
And the last one was plus what? A 6 again?
Plus 5.
Is that for Marshall Novak?
It's 5, 5, 6.
5, 5, 6. Okay, last
Yeah,
one.
6 was for Novak.
Can I provide guidance for that? Since I'm
yes. Yeah, because you would be there and you could be concentrating the whole time. Gotcha. All right. So if you want to kick that 23 water proficiencies up even further, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so just a D4 for additional D4 for whoever.
Okay.
Whichever one.
All right. Let's see. Oh shit. All right. You guys pull ahead by a large margin. If you can maintain these speeds, you will leave them in your wake. All right. Give me another round of rolls. It doesn't have to be the same person, but same deal. 2d20s plus 6, 2d20s plus 5, 2d20s plus 5.
One second, Crash. I just have a question. So if I were to long rest, right? Because we're going to be out here for like 4 days, correct?
Right.
If I long rest and pick up enhance ability,
Mm-hmm.
would that support are these checks? Like, would that support like if I use like
Yeah, these
Owl's
are
Wisdom or something?
yeah, these are ability checks, skill checks. Yeah. So
But if I'm already providing advantage to him, I guess it doesn't really matter.
right, yeah, you can't get super advantage. Yep.
Okay, never mind.
All right. Yeah, give me a fresh set of rolls here as you guys are broadening the gap between your fleet and theirs.
Okay. You guys want me to do it again? Or
Yeah, I don't care.
okay, here we go. Damn. Oh no.
Okay.
All right,
That's
nice.
one that can have guidance though, so you could throw guidance on that first one.
All right.
Crash.
Yeah. What's up?
Can I? How many short rests can I take in a?
Well,
And
if you're assisting with the navigating, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do a short rest. Is the thing.
Okay, sure.
But if you, yeah, it's tricky. Like if you want to throw a bardic inspiration on there, you can until you run out, essentially.
Right.
But these checks are kind of representing like a whole hour of effort. But
Right.
since we have Thagrum sort of using guidance on his person, why don't you go ahead and, if you want, exhaust one of your bardic inspirations to help with navigation tools as you see fit. Navigation tools got a 15.
Okay.
You want me to do it or this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so just roll another d8. Okay.
Okay, and then the last one which is another 2d20.
Okay.
So one more 2d20 plus 5. Right? We got 6, 5, and then last one.
Yep. Oh, there you go. There is a moment as you're sailing away that the other ship starts to kind of fall behind, and the other ships kind of start to close the gap with it. But in the end, they end up dropping several fog clouds down, and then sort of use that cover to kind of shift their ship a little bit, catch the wind, and slowly kind of catch up with you guys, leaving like a bit of a fog bank behind. Another success. You guys outpace them again. This will be your last check to see if you get the third success, you're out of this chase. There's no way they can catch you. The gap is too big.
I'll use bardic inspiration for all 3 of these rolls.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, let's see them.
So the first one is 2d20 plus 6, plus guidance, plus inspiration.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Next one, 2d20.
All right.
Plus a d8, and then last one.
32 water
D8.
vehicles. That's incredible. All right. Wow, another amazing roll. Okay. So 29.
That's all of them.
All right.
Nice.
And a nat 20 to boot. Yeah. You guys chance to look back, and there's nothing. The salty owl arrives from the other ship with a message kind of like clutched in its talons. It is from Luck of the Draw. As you read it, he basically says, we're in the clear. All right. So, you continue sailing. Do you maintain a hard pace day and night, or do you kind of switch to like your normal travel pace?
Should probably keep this pace up. For
I think we push, yeah. That's my
Okay.
gut.
Okay.
Maybe one more day of pushing, and then
yeah.
All right.
And then I'll rest and I can enhance ability and for long distance and try to help him out.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. The crew works through the night, into the next day, into the next night, into the next morning. Go ahead and drop me 2d20s. We'll say this is with advantage, but this will check to see if the crew becomes fatigued from their efforts.
And Crash, would I have been able to take a short rest sometime over that?
what?
Never mind.
2020.
So,
This is our year.
The horrors that they have seen in the last 36 hours apparently give them strength they did not know they had. They labor like freaking Argonauts, like at every task that they are given. You, Thogrum, you've worked on ships a long time. You've never seen a crew this motivated, this organized, this dedicated to getting their ass home. Like, it is phenomenal. Well done. At this point, everyone starts to kind of take sighs of relief. Another uneventful day at sea. The only issue is, let's see, on this day there is no wind. So the wind is only at most like 3 miles per hour. But using currents and, knowledge of the sea, you guys maintain, you keep going. All right. The next day, cloudy. Steady rainfall, gentle breeze, about 12 miles an hour, straight east. Take advantage of it.
Crush, while we're out, like if if we once we moved after the first night to like a normal like kind of like travel pace,
Mm-hmm.
I want to switch my spells and I'm gonna cast enhance ability
Okay.
and use what is it? I think it's owls. The wisdom check and basically an attempt to just help out.
Oh, just to
Marshall.
keep your captain like juiced up, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. You just juice up the key personnel, basically.
Yes.
Magical juicing. All right.
So I can do one person for up to an hour. So basically, yeah.
So the combination of that, of Song of Rest, of just constantly working to keep their morale, carrying whatever weight you can when things are getting tough. You guys roll into Saltmarsh without running into any encounters, which I did, full disclosure, roll for sea encounters, and full disclosure, most sea encounters are bad. You arrive back in town on the 6th day of Tarsak. There is some clouds, a moderate breeze, and it's about 5 in the morning as you pull into port. Whew.
Wow.
All right. Holy shit, y'all. Wow. And a 2020 to finish it off in our first game of 2020. It's fantastic. All right. You are back at Saltmarsh. You will be able to turn in the quest. There will be experience points awarded for your efforts on the ship, for your efforts turning in the quests, and of course, the reward, a fat 10,000 gold pieces to do with as you guys see fit. So, we are almost at time. I will say that for bookkeeping purposes, you have access to the 10,000 gold now, because Prime Order not the kind of guy that would screw you out of the money. So you could do whatever you need to do with the money, or make plans this week with the money, or talk about the money. But yeah, the money is real. He really does pay you 1,000 platinum pieces. That sounds about right. Which is 10,000 gold. Yeah, buy a lot of stuff with 10,000 gold, or you could buy barely anything with 10,000 gold, depending on what you try to buy. But yeah, your ship took really no damage except normal wear and tear. So like repair costs are negligible. So just whatever's represented by the maintenance of your crew would cover your ship, because you didn't engage in any combat with the ship. You managed to keep the ship from being attacked by a Kraken, which is good. Ultimately, that was that. You're now back in the hub of Saltmarsh, where many, many quests await you. Probably the best way to handle this is I will post quests leading up to next week's game in Discord.
Okay.
And you guys can sort of discuss amongst yourselves what your next move is going to be. If you don't like any of the quests that get posted, let me know sooner than later if you guys have an idea of what you want to do next, so that I can prep for it, right? I mean, that's my one request, is if you're going to go super duper off the rails, you give me like a heads up of what you're going to do. If you're like, yeah, pirating sucks, we're going to go do Dungeon of the Mad Mage, I would kind of need like a heads up, that kind of thing.
I think we're gonna settle down. Maybe start a business.
Okay.
Fishing.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Harvest Moon, so like, I mean,
right.
Yeah. So I've got some farm maps. We could start with that. Animal husbandry. That's cool. Finally use that animal handling skill.
And we have a ranger.
That's true. You kind of trivializes all of that. All right.
Do we know the people we lost, were they any important like positions? Do we know?
Hmm.
I liked all of them.
Aw. Well, obviously it goes without saying that your moon druid would tank roughly, I don't know, 100 plus damage per fight. So
Well,
that was
not
that was
I'm not meaning like.
yeah, that was super key personnel. But from what I'm recalling, and forgive me for not having all of the crew completely memorized, I think all three of them were just either swabs or riggers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
So
I'm sad for all of them as like a shipwright, of course, like or like spending time on ships and stuff, like losing anybody and like, especially
if it
like
makes you feel
Uthris.
better, in a different world, in a different timeline, Voodoo is alive in two different worlds, and Scarlet Fletcher is a were-rat wizard. So that's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
at least I wasn't be confused about that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there is unlimited art on the internet, but there's not unlimited time to make tokens, so maybe tokens get recycled sometimes. Yeah, so these people have other lives in other worlds.
No, absolutely. I love
Yeah,
that you use
but,
the tokens I made.
gosh, it's very somber, obviously. So I will work with Toothless, who will be someone else, and we will have a new character ready for next week. You're back in Saltmarsh, so it's an easy integration of a new ally into your ranks. Other than that, announcements. The West Marches are gaining momentum, which is nice to see. So if you are interested in playing or replaying, because West Marches really don't care too much, existing or the box set contents, the starter box and the essentials kit, we got people running that stuff. If you want to be a monster and kidnap a princess, that's going on not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, if enough people sign up. If not, then it will just be offered some other time. It's a really fun adventure. Wrote it myself. Jazzy music, hijinks, like
Oh, it's fantastic.
monsters trying to be secret agents, a gelatinous cube rogue. I mean, I don't know how else to sell this thing. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And that's the only one shot that's going on this month. But yeah, the games calendar, you can get it from my website. It's at the bottom of the page on my website. And it actually has times for the West Marches games now also posted on it. So if you are curious about West Marches games, they're going to be posted on there. And there's actually a sub-channel forum on the Discord. So I don't know. Does anybody else have anything else to add?
No, I don't think so, Crush.
All right. I got to turn off the sad music. Oh my God.
I know, right? That's what I was saying earlier when I came back from the break. Like, oh man.
Oh man. Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
It's too sad. Ugh. We'll put on this Witcher music to finish this up. It's a catchy song. I made it my ringtone. All right. All right. I'm gonna get some sleep. I got Odyssey tomorrow. If you never planned to play Odyssey, you could totally watch us play or watch the streams, because we're gonna play through the whole damn thing. It goes all the way to level 16.
Oh wow!
And I'm learning from other people that are running it that it actually can go all the way to 20, but I don't want to say too much about that because the 16 to 20 stuff is ridiculous. So yeah, but I did have to buy a book all about gods to give you an idea of what you do 16 to 20. But anyways, I like the campaign enough. I'll probably run it a second one when one of my other games ends. So if you don't want spoilers, I guess don't watch it. But if you don't care and you're just interested in what it's about, it's going to be starting tomorrow night. So, all right. Night, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yep.
Well,